The woman who captured America's heart was an explosive blend of dazzling talent and disarming vulnerability. This was Goldie Hawn, the star whose signature laugh promised eternal sunshine, but whose private life was riddled with the kind of high-stakes heartbreak that even Hollywood scripts couldn't fully capture. To understand her late-life confession, the profound admission of the single, defining love of her existence, one must first witness the wreckage left by her two spectacular failures in traditional matrimony, relationships that were crushed under the immense weight of her instantaneous, unprecedented fame. Born with a dancer's discipline and an innate magnetism, Goldie's career ascended from go-go dancer to Oscar winner with impossible speed, proving she was more than just a bubbly personality. Securing a Best Supporting Actress win in 1969 for Cactus Flower, and cementing her status as a genuine Hollywood power player. But as the movie offers stacked up and her stardom reached dizzying heights, her personal relationships buckled, starting with her first husband, Gus Trichonis, a dancer and actor she married in a whirlwind ceremony in 1969. The problem was immediate and stark, as Goldie's light grew brighter. Gus felt increasingly eclipsed, the rising tide of her success pulling her away from their shared world. Their separation in 1973 marked the first deep wound, a quiet admission that her fame had become a toxic third party in the marriage, yet the divorce process was dragged out for years, a testament to Goldie's profound reluctance to confront the failure head on. She finally filed on New Year's Eve, 1975, but by then, she had already moved on, plunging headlong into her next, even more chaotic, marital attempt. A second chance at romance came with musician Bill Hudson, a connection forged in the glamorous proximity of a first-class flight, an encounter so instantaneous and intense that they married in July 1976, mere weeks after her divorce from Trichonis was finalized. This union brought her two of her life's greatest blessings, her children Oliver and Kate Hudson, who would grow up to be celebrated actors themselves. Yet, even with the picture-perfect facade of a growing family, the foundation of the Hudson marriage was cracked from the start, fraught with underlying conflict. Bill later recalled a chilling moment on their wedding day, a whispered question from Goldie. "Are you sure we did the right thing?" This doubt shadowed their relationship, as Bill yearned for a structured, traditional family life that Goldie, driven by her career and an innate desire for freedom, could not or would not provide. The ensuing divorce in 1980 was bitter, but the emotional storm that followed was even more devastating. A public reckoning carried out by her ex-husbands that threatened to dismantle her carefully crafted, sunny, public image. Both Trichonis and Hudson felt compelled to speak out, painting a portrait of the Hollywood darling that was anything but cheerful or innocent. Trichonis accused her of changing fundamentally, once she associated with the industry's elite, claiming her vibe had become a wild and weird, and that she allowed fame to drag her far away from their simple marital unit. Bill Hudson, however, delivered the sharpest blow, describing her publicly as manipulative and selfish behind the scenes, openly contradicting her claims about an open marriage and expressing his deep, enduring agony over feeling pushed out of his children's lives. For years, Goldie Hawn, the beacon of feel-good cinema, carried the secret weight of this private character assassination, the bitterness of two men who felt betrayed and abandoned by her ascent, scars that made her wary of ever signing a marriage contract again. This history of high-profile failure and deeply personal attack prepared the stage for the man who would finally show her the true meaning of commitment, Kurt Russell. Their initial meeting was an inconsequential brush in 1966 on a film set where Goldie, then 21, simply thought the 16-year-old Kurt was adorable. 17 years of separate lives and marriages, Palmer fate engineered a reunion in 1983 during the making of Swing Shift. It was a moment of pure, unscripted honesty that began their relationship, when Kurt, nursing a serious hangover, blurted out a clumsy compliment about her physique. But the true pivotal shift happened on set, not in a romantic gesture, but in Goldie's quiet observation of Kurt's interaction with her two young children. She watched him engage with Kate and Oliver, seeing a profound, natural devotion to family that eclipsed any immediate physical attraction. This was the moment of quiet conviction. Kurt wasn't just a lover, he was a genuine partner, someone she could trust to help her rebuild the stable family unit she had failed to secure through 2 marriages. That observation, his innate kindness and respect for her children, was the single powerful thing that made him the only one. Their unconventional partnership quickly solidified, welcoming their son, Wyatt Russell, in 1986 and establishing a blended family that included Kurt's son, Boston. The decision to remain unmarried for over 4 decades became their defining statement of commitment, a choice deliberately made to honor the lessons learned from her painful past. Goldie firmly believed that a legal document only complicated the inevitable end of love and preferred a relationship that was chosen, not legislated. She famously stated that she liked the radical idea that she could wake up in the morning and make decisions every day if I want to be here, positioning the daily choice to stay as the most powerful vow a person could make. Kurt, sharing this philosophy, echoed her sentiment, confirming that their relationship was founded on continuous effort, communication, gratitude, and a willingness to compromise. A bond they described as having an elasticity that allowed it to stretch under pressure, but never break. Their love became a Hollywood benchmark, famously captured in their film Overboard, and later in their shared roles as Mr. and Mrs. Kloss, proving their chemistry was timeless. But the ultimate public declaration of their bond came not from a film, but from a tearful moment on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2017. It was there, as they both received their stars side by side, that Kurt delivered the confession that clarified her long journey. Looking at Goldie, he stated simply, "To you I owe my wonderful life. There's no one else I'd rather be next to for all of that than Goldie Hawn." This was the full circle moment, confirming that the man who had been able to handle her fame, her children, and her heart without demanding a contract was, indeed, the only one. They faced every challenge together, from the relentless public scrutiny to surviving a terrifying double break-in at their home, leading to their quiet relocation. Yet, through every upheaval and every public doubt, their partnership endured, built on the foundation of continuous, deliberate choice. Goldie Hawn's sensational story is the definitive proof that the most successful, most powerful love stories are not the ones certified by paper, but the ones reaffirmed by action every single day. Demonstrating that the man who prioritized her family over Hollywood tradition was the one who finally made her feel whole.